Imagine for a moment that the most profound teachings of one of history's greatest spiritual leaders were hidden, lost, or even deliberately suppressed. What if the wisdom that could reshape our understanding of humanity, spirituality, and the very purpose of life was buried for centuries, only to resurface in the modern era? We're looking into the mysterious and controversial realm of the secret teachings of Jesus, teachings that never made it into the Bible. They raise questions about the nature of the soul, the path to enlightenment, and the true purpose of Jesus' mission on earth. These teachings were considered so radical, so transformative, that they were excluded from the canonical Gospels, kept hidden from the masses. For nearly 2,000 years, the teachings of Jesus that we know have been drawn from the Bible, a collection of texts carefully curated by early church leaders. But what if I told you that there are other writings, equally ancient, that offer a different, perhaps even more profound perspective on Jesus' message? These writings were lost to history, only to be rediscovered in dusty caves, hidden libraries, and obscure collections around the world. But why were these teachings omitted from the Bible? Were they considered too controversial, too challenging to the established religious order? Or were they simply lost in the sands of time, only to be uncovered in our modern age as a beacon for those seeking a deeper understanding of their spiritual journey? Be sure to like this video, share to others who yearn for more knowledge like you, and subscribe to this channel. The New Testament as we know it is composed of 4 canonical Gospels: Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. These texts, while profound and foundational to Christian belief, represent only a fraction of the teachings and experiences of Jesus. Compiled in the early centuries of Christianity, they were chosen from a broader collection of writings, many of which were excluded for various reasons. The Beatitudes, for instance, are a beautiful example of Jesus' teachings that made it into the canonical Gospels, which is the Bible as we know it. However, what if there were other teachings, equally transformative, that didn't make the cut? Beyond the familiar texts, there exist numerous apocryphal writings and Gnostic Gospels. These texts, such as the Gospel of Thomas, the Gospel of Mary, and the Gospel of Judas, offer alternative perspectives on Jesus' message and mission. Though not included in the Bible, they provide profound insights into his teachings. As the early Christian church began to formalize its doctrines and establish an official canon, texts that did not align with the standard Orthodox teachings were often labeled as heretical. The Gospel of Thomas, with its non-narrative nature, was not a favorite and was excluded from the New Testament. Many copies of such non-canonical texts were destroyed or simply not copied as the church sought to unify Christian doctrine. Over time, the Gospel of Thomas was lost to history, surviving only in fragmented references by early church fathers who condemned it. The Gospel of Thomas was rediscovered in 1945 as part of the Nag Hammadi Library, a collection of 13 ancient books, codices, containing over 50 texts. These were found near the town of Nag Hammadi in Upper Egypt by local farmers who were digging for fertilizer. The discovery of the Nag Hammadi texts, including the Gospel of Thomas, was a groundbreaking moment in the study of early Christianity. It provided scholars with new insights into the diversity of early Christian thought and the existence of knowledge-based traditions. Unlike the canonical Gospels, the Gospel of Thomas is not a narrative of Jesus' life, death, and resurrection. Instead, it is a collection of 114 sayings attributed to Jesus, many of which are presented as direct quotes. Gospel of Thomas, saying 77. Jesus said, "I am the light that is over all things. I am all. From me, all came forth, and to me, all attained." In the Gospel of Thomas, for example, We encounter sayings of Jesus that emphasize his unity with all creation, a theme that resonates deeply with the mystics and seekers of all ages. The teachings omitted from the Bible often delve into themes of self-knowledge, inner enlightenment, and the divine nature of humanity. These teachings suggest that Jesus saw every individual as possessing the potential for divine realization. In the Gospel of Luke, Jesus tells us that the kingdom of God is within you. This echoes through the Gnostic texts, which frequently highlight the importance of inner spiritual awakening. Some of the most controversial teachings suggest a more intimate and direct connection between humanity and the divine. For instance, the Gospel of Mary Magdalene portrays her not just as a follower, but as a key disciple and spiritual confidant of Jesus. In this text, Mary recounts profound visions and insights shared by Jesus, emphasizing the importance of inner knowledge and spiritual vision over blind faith. One striking aspect of these hidden teachings is the elevated role of women. The canonical Gospels mention women followers, but the apocryphal texts often highlight their leadership and deep spiritual insights. Paul's letters even acknowledge women like Phoebe, a deacon of the church, hinting at their significant, though often unrecognized, roles in early Christianity. The secret teachings of Jesus also encompass profound mystical wisdom. They guide us toward an experiential understanding of God, encouraging personal spiritual practices and direct communion with the divine. Jesus' words, "On that day, you will realize that I am in my Father, and you are in me, and I am in you," resonate deeply with the mystical traditions found in these hidden texts. Central to all of Jesus' teachings, whether canonical or apocryphal, is the transformative power of forgiveness and love. These universal principles transcend religious boundaries and touch the core of human experience. Matthew 5:44. Love your enemies. Love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you, Jesus taught. This radical message of love remains one of the most powerful aspects of his legacy. Embracing the fullness of Jesus' teachings. As we conclude this journey into the secret teachings of Jesus, we are reminded that the wisdom he imparted is vast and multifaceted. While the Bible provides a solid foundation, exploring these hidden texts invites us to a deeper understanding and a more profound connection with the divine. John 21:25. The world itself could not contain the books that would be written. John's Gospel ends with a poignant reminder. Jesus did many other things as well. If every one of them were written down, I suppose that even the whole world would not have room for the books that would be written. This suggests that the teachings of Jesus are indeed inexhaustible, inviting us to continue seeking and discovering. As we come to the end of this journey through the secret teachings of Jesus, we're left with more than just ancient words and forgotten manuscripts. We're left with a profound realization. The story of Jesus is far richer, deeper, and more complex than the traditional narrative might suggest. The teachings that were omitted from the Bible offer us not just a different perspective on Jesus as a spiritual leader, but also on the nature of our own existence. It's a reminder that the path to spiritual enlightenment is not about blind faith or external rituals, but about discovering the truth that resides deep within each of us. These teachings, which resonate with the wisdom of Eastern philosophies, suggest that Jesus' message was not just for his time, but for all of humanity, transcending cultures and eras. But now, in our modern age, these teachings have emerged from the shadows. They challenge us to rethink our understanding of spirituality, to question the narratives we've been taught, and to seek a deeper, more personal connection with the divine. They invite us to explore the possibility that Jesus' true mission was not just to save souls, but to awaken them, to reveal a hidden truth that has the power to transform our lives and the world around us. These secret teachings also remind us of the diversity of early Christian thought. They show us that the early followers of Jesus were not a monolithic group, but a vibrant community with different interpretations of his message. The existence of these texts suggests that there was, and perhaps still is, more to Jesus' teachings than what was preserved in the New Testament. So, what do we do with this knowledge? We can choose to dismiss it as irrelevant, a relic of ancient history, or we can embrace it, allowing it to expand our understanding of spirituality and the potential within us. The secret teachings of Jesus offer us an invitation to embark on a journey of self-discovery, to find the light within, and to realize that the true kingdom of God is not in the distant heavens, but within our very being. In the end, the most startling revelation is this: the power to awaken, to transform, and to find divine truth has always been within us. The teachings that were omitted from the Bible don't just add to our knowledge of Jesus. They open the door to a new way of understanding ourselves and our place in the universe. And that, perhaps, is the greatest secret of all. If you enjoyed this video, kindly like and subscribe for more content like this. God bless.